Hello everybody, it's Denny from MacBook Stand, and today I'll be showing you some of my good prints from the Lavas ET4 printer. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel for more content. Let's get to today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about my 3D printing journey. I got my 3D printer running in the background. It's the Lavas ET4. And I got a couple beer bottles printing on there. And a little milk crate for my little gadget robot. This guy, Cosmo. He's become rare now because they went out of business like 2 or 3 years ago, I think. Yeah, these are really nifty, and they're really cool to watch. Alright, so how I got into 3D printing. I've seen a bunch of YouTube videos on how people use the printers. My first printer was this guy here. It was a Longer Cube 2 3D printer for kids. That's one of my basic starting printer for beginners. That's what I worked with before. And this is what it looks like. And I had no idea what anything related to 3D printing. I had no idea what an extruder was. I had no idea what filament was. I had no idea how to adjust the bed or do the leveling. I had a really hard time trying to figure out how to level the bed. I had adhesion issues. So yeah, then I had that one. And I took that back and returned it. And my second printer was the Delta Mini 3D printer. It's about this big, that tall, and it was a round bed. I liked it at first when I guys probably already seen it already when I showed you guys the first time. I don't think I've ever shown it on YouTube. And then hold on one second. Okay. That bed had so many issues, especially trying to auto level and level it at the same time. I called so many people, told them that I was having problems. They ignored me. And then I tried to level it myself to see if the printer, I like the printer itself, but it's just the way the firmware and the software that goes into it. It just goes around and touch at all 3 points. And then I liked it at first. And then I started printing a model. It would be screwed up entirely from when I left for class in college when I had it. And I left it printing in college. I left it, let it go during the class. I came back after that lunch at the end of the day, I think. And then it just turned to crap. It didn't look like anything like spaghetti or anything like that. It just had like, a lot of people call it a lucky cat poop. It was supposed to be a lucky cat, but it didn't come out as good. And I was like, no, I just took it back and returned it. And then my third printer that I have with Matt Farmer from Akuma Mods. And I tried that out. I really liked it at first. And then I had some leveling issues. I couldn't figure out how to do that. And then I started printing. My first prints on that machine was the ear savers. And I liked that at first. Let it go. And some of it turned to crap. Some of them came out good. So that was me trying to get around of me leveling the bed. And I also like the heating bed. And it helps the print stick better. And I had to sell it because I tried to flash the firmware and I was showing nothing on the screen, so I sold that. And then my fourth printer is this guy here, the Labus ET4. And then that's when I fell in love with this printer. It's got auto leveling. It's got the other printer with Matt Farmer gave me, the Geeetech A10. I tried to put a BLT touch on it, the auto level all around the bed, and it was screwed up so much. I'm like, forget it. I just took the BLT, BL touch, whatever you call it, and I returned that. It was not such an ideal thing for me, so I fell in love with this printer. I have not returned it. I've had this thing for almost 3 years now. And I really love this printer. I almost touched that. Whoops. The only thing about this printer that when you touch it or bump the cord, the machine will shut off. And when I turn it back on, it'll say continue print, bring the heat back up, and then print. So I wanted to show you guys my favorite prints that I had with this one. Let's see, I got a bunch of prints on the table here. I printed this bullet puzzle. These come in 6 little bullets. You have to figure out how to put it together. I looked up on YouTube. I cheated my way through. So yeah, the bullet puzzle. And this was with metallic silver PLA. And then my second print. Oh, actually my first print on this machine was this lucky cat. And this is with one of the sample PLA spools that I came with, the little sample packs. It's the shiny metallic silver. They came out really nice. And then I printed, this is by far my favorite print that I ever printed. Get my glasses off. The mask. I felt cold when I put it on. So this one, I started printing upside down, what my friend Larry told me to do. I printed it upside down, and it failed halfway for some reason because the supports were wiggly. They just came right off the bed. So I just took it and put it in Cura, sliced it in half, and put the others so I'd be able to print this in 2 pieces. This took a whole day to print. And that's with the silk green PLA. You can see the wood details inside the mask. And then I printed a Waffle from Stranger Things. And I colored this with red Sharpie. This thing is glow in the dark. I have glow in the dark PLA. That's what I have in the JO dryer right now. Which I forgot to set. See, I just bumped it. I bumped it, that's why what happens. We don't set it. Somehow maybe I have a faulty cord or something. See, it still continues to print. Yeah, I'll try not to bump the cord this time. Alright, I had the dryer set. I forgot to turn on. Then I printed one of these SD card holders. These are really, really nifty to have around the workshop. So that scared me when I looked back there and I heard a pop. So I went to check and there was nothing. Alright, so what these look like. These are actually a Swiss Army knife. You've got many different SD card holders. It's really nifty. I like those around my desk. But I know where they are all the time. And then I printed this giant key, which I printed last night. I had to use Mesh Maker to try to slice this print in half. It was my first time using Mesh Maker. And then this is how it came out. Really nice key holder. Oh, it's actually upside down. Really nice key holder to hold all your keys, because we always lose our keys from the lanyard. We have the keys on the lanyard, but we always misplace it. We don't know where we put it all the time. So now I'm going to hang this as a cabinet. It'll be nice to have. Then I printed this. Spy versus Spy. Wait, you can't see it. There. I like that. I'm going to have that around my desk. And then I tried to print, when I went fishing with my uncle the other day, I left my printer running. I wanted to print the Stranger Things, the Mind Flayer. I wanted to print that. Basically, it turned into spaghetti. So, garbage. Okay, glad that didn't land in my print. And I printed from Far Cry. What's that called? What's that game called? Fallout 4. And I printed a Nuka-Cola bottle cap. This is really nice. And I printed this cowboy frog. I used a brim around the frog, but it's screwed up, and all the supports were too hard to get out of there, so that's a wasteful print. And then I printed this Oreo box, but the Oreo box I tried to print was supposed to be in 2 halves. With the other half, I couldn't quite, what do you call it? That lid part with the threading, I accidentally put supports on it. So the supports really screwed up the threading. So I just took the one half, slapped it together, and put sand inside of it so it's paperweight. Then I printed, this one took a whole day too. No, this one took only like 9, 10, 12 hours for this one. And this one took a whole day. This is the Terminator Skull. This came out quite nice. That's with the silver PLA. And you can see the microchip inside the head, which you can pull out. Like that. That's the motor. The processor chip is supposed to be inside there, but I guess they didn't put that. Whoever made it didn't put it in there. Then I printed a benchy. I love the benchies. This is the glow-in-the-dark benchy. It came out really nice. Then I found a file for the benchy waves. This one with the sparkly blue PLA. And it just sits right on top. And I printed a garbage can to have around my office. Or man cave, office, desk, or whatever they call it. This is what I needed to have around my table for all the skirts and supports to throw in the garbage to clean up. It's like ideal too. And I printed some round cylinders, but it's not round. You turn it around, it's up to an optical illusion. Now they're square. Hit the square, turn it around, now it's round again. That's an optical illusion I printed. Then I printed a creeper, glow in the dark PLA. I took some paint in there, that's why it looks like that. And I printed this one with the white PLA that I got from the Chinese refunder. I think you can, well, basically what you do is you ask them, you message these people, they'll let you try the PLA, and then if you leave a review on Amazon, if they like what you type and everything, they'll give you a refund back, the whole refund. And I like this white PLA that I bought, so I printed a hairy lion. I didn't know what the hell that was going to come out. It came out like this. This came out really, really nice. Then with that same white PLA, I printed an ice cream cone. A lot of people say, hey, the ice cream's not even melting. It's a hard PLA. And then oh no. And then this one, I might have to move my camera over there. My desk is kind of a mess. Actually, I'll show you the picture then with the camera. This is a MacBook Stand. It looks like this. And the other part, that's what the back looks like. And that's what the front looks like. So basically, instead of having it flat, it stands it up, so it looks like you can just type like this. I have to type like that. And then when I bought a file from Cults, someone didn't design it properly, and I got really upset. I wasted a lot of PLA for this one. This is supposed to be an SD card closet, which is the doors. These are the doors for the PLA, and for the closet. Doesn't stay in there. There's no way. So I wasted PLA in there. Then I printed SD card toaster. That holds your little SD cards in there, and you push it up. You get your SD cards out. That's another thing I printed. I think that's pretty much it. Oh no. And I printed extruder knob from Fallout 4 to the turrets. And it turns like that, it's like a machine gun. So I like that, that's nifty too. Then I came up with this game. I don't know if many people have heard it or not. It's called Coop. This is a crate I printed some PLA. It's multicolored PLA. And it opens up. It has all the game pieces in it. all these little pieces. So basically, that's my favorite game. So yeah, that's all my stuff. Thanks for watching.